Wow, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Here's what's kind of funny. Whomever put up this wall originally, they put it up with screws. We can actually repurpose the wood right here. We can take all this off and basically rebuild the wall right here because this is where we're going to go. That's actually kind of cool. Definitely will help us out quite a bit. Now, like I was saying, we're going to change this a bit. We're going to move, instead of a 30-inch door, we're going to have a 24-inch door, and it's going to slide over this way more. And the new wall is going to come to about here. So we're going to go ahead, finish pulling all this stuff off, be able to move this over, and then we'll be able to set our shower basin and see exactly how far over we need to go ahead and go. We can open up the floor and see how the plumbing is. We do know there's a 3-inch line that's here and it continues over. We're going to need a 2-inch drain line to take care of the shower, as well as run it into the wall, because remember what we're doing. We're going to run the line here for the shower drain, and then we're going to come up in here because we're going to have a sink. So, and then we'll be able to carry it on out. This is actually an open space, so we can bring the vent, bring the drain in here, turn it, and go into the wall and carry it outside. So that way we've got our vent taken care of to help make sure it drains well. But yeah, this is actually coming along pretty good. And you can see my truck's right there. I can take all the debris right there. I've got plastic up over here, so that way we'll keep any of the dust going through the rest of the house. So far, so good. Wow, this is actually going better than what I had hoped, because this came down real quick. We've only been in here for about an hour, and the fact that a lot of this lumber we can reuse. Hell, these 2x4s here, I don't know when exactly this was built in here, but they're probably better 2x4s than what you're getting today. Not all of it is reusable, but what we're going to do is we're going to reframe up because we're moving the doorway. I'm curious to see what they did here on the floor, because the floor, and I'm assuming they kept all of the original flooring underneath of it. They probably cut in, ran the pipes, and then put 3/4-inch plywood on here, which is why there's the lip. So whatever they did on here before, you can see there's a little bit of a, it's an old house, there's a little bit of a dip in here. I mean, this is built in, I can't remember when, but I'll find out how old this house is. But you see the old antique hard pines in here, so this is probably like 30s or 40s. There's a lot of things in here that are going to make it easier to work with. So, for example, when I build this false, I'm going to be putting in base cabinets over here and having a microwave. Well, the microwave will be up into the, I'll build a cabinet that the microwave will be on there, but I'll be able to vent it directly outside, because this is actually, I'm assuming, probably 2x6s or 2x8s, depending on the age of the house. I know the house itself has 1xs for sheathing, so it's not that new. But we'll be able to go out and be able to vent that outside. So if we do the 2 induction stove, that'll be able to vent it outside to take that out of here. And of course, we've got this window out, which is making it really, really convenient to be able to get rid of the debris. And once I finish getting this stuff in here cleaned up, I'll go through and I'll cut. We have some 3/8 inch. I got 3/8 inch PVC fascia pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to take out the pulleys in here. We're going to open this up. We're going to put insulation in the channel. We'll close that back up, and then we'll end up putting the PVC board on here, and that'll give us about 1/4 of an inch for the windows, making a really good seal and locking in all of the cold and hot that'll be coming in off of that. We're going to need to put an exhaust fan in here. What I may do for the exhaust fan is, there wasn't one originally, but I may end up putting one that's a wall unit. Have it go there instead of going through the roof. The less penetrations on the roof that we do, the better. But if we put an exhaust fan, like say right here, that's right where all the smell will come from. So we'll have the vanity, we'll have the shower, we'll have the doorway here, and we'll have our little kitchenette set up right there. So we'll have a microwave, an induction stove, and we'll have a refrigerator in here someplace. It's going to have to be a really low refrigerator. It may be, what we may have to do is we may need to put the refrigerator on that end, so that way it can sit out a little further, and then put the cabinets on this side, so that way you'll be able to walk past it for the door. So probably, I'll get it figured out. I'm one of those ones that I get the vision in my head, and now that this is open, you kind of get now an open palette. I'll do another false wall here for the vanity to go against, and the shower wall to go against as well. So that way it'll all be flowing. So I'll step into the shower right here, and I'll have enough headroom here, and we'll have tile on the ceiling down the wall. And if I'm here at the vanity, I can be right here at the vanity and have plenty of space. And I'll be able to keep the window here, in which case you can open up and get cross ventilation. All right, so you've seen some of my other videos about putting replacement windows in. We actually got these in here as well. Now, one thing I did and I should have showed you guys, we had window weights that were in here, which means there's a hollow cavity on the window frames. I ended up drilling holes into the side of that, and I ended up using expansion foam so that way it'll fill up the cavity. And then I actually used some 3/8 inch plastic board here. I got a 4x8 sheet of it, and I cut it down to go ahead and seal that up. So we got a great finish in here. We just need to get a little bit of a quarter round or shoe molding to go around the inside of the windows. We got some work to do to fix up the old molding, but this is actually going to be really, really good. Looks a whole lot better having a window. It's double hung, so that way you can open it top if you want to. Let's just go ahead and show you. You can open up the top, which, oh, I can feel the air coming in right now. Got another one to do. We'll do that one tomorrow, and then we'll be able to get some nice cross ventilation in here. In fact, that feels incredible just opening that up right now. And we'll start framing this up tomorrow. I do need to go down in the basement, shut off the water, so we can open this up tomorrow and see exactly what the plumbing situation is. If we go in here, what I can tell you is I can see the 3-inch line that they've run, and looks like it comes up underneath of here. So hopefully they've cut open the floor here underneath the plywood, and it'll be easy to get to. And what I'm hoping is that they have a 3-inch, that they got 3 inches past the toilet here, so that way we can cut that and just run new across here. We will have to drill through a couple of the floor joists, and we got to make sure we drill through the center of those to make sure we don't lose the integrity of them. But then we'll be able to figure out exactly where our shower is going to go and get it supported. So I'm excited about where we are right now. It's definitely been a good day. I'm going to get out here and get all the debris off the roof and get that loaded on the truck, so first thing I can go to the dump. And then tomorrow we'll start framing up the new walls, the knee wall that'll go in here. We'll take the toilet off and get that situated and start really laying this out. It actually looks really nice in here now that we've gotten it cleaned out. The only drawback to this is the ceiling is very, very, very low. It's about 6'3". So yeah, but this would not be a bad little place. If I were just starting out as a young person and you tell me I've got a shower, I got a sink, I got a toilet, I've got my microwave and a small refrigerator in here, I've got my bed, I got windows, I got space to put a desk. This is all, I mean, when you think about people building tiny houses, this is more than what a tiny house would be. So we'll see how far we get tomorrow. Peace. All right, so we're going to go ahead and call it a day. So you can see there's our shower basin, and basically that's how where it's going to sit. And then you'll have the sink, the vanity here. We'll have a 30-inch vanity that will go across this way. We'll have a medicine cabinet, and we'll frame up a wall behind that. So that way it'll be the wall for the vanity to go to, and of course the we'll get the boy, I can't speak today. And we'll get the shower back wall for that. We'll cover it with the go board, and we'll be able to tile all that. And then this wall will be, of course, the plumbing for the shower itself. So that's going to be the layout here. Tomorrow we'll go through, we'll take off the sink. We've actually turned off the water, just got to pull that out. And we'll take up the flooring here. I don't know if they glued this plywood down. I'm hoping that they didn't, because if they didn't, it'll be easy. I see it's screwed down. We can unscrew that, open up the floor, and hopefully they reduce this to a 2-inch, in which case we can cut that and end up replumbing this right here. Yeah, it's going to be nice once we get through. And so you can see basically where the wall will come here. The door will be right here. It'll be a 24-inch door instead of the 30-inch, which will give us a little more space to have the shower towards the middle and having more headroom for it as much as possible. But it's shaping up. Actually, I'm rather happy with what we got done today. Tomorrow, we should be framing up and running the plumbing in here. Yeah. With PEX, it'll go easy peasy, real easy peasy.